I was planning on recording the podcast this morning at 9:30 a.m.
Oh.
What time is it?
11 probably?
Yeah, I thought we'd be done.
That we'd be done?
Yeah, I was planning on doing other things today.
Oh. Ridiculous.
Yeah?
Sorry.
Could you tell me next time that you think that's ridiculous?
Yeah. Yeah, I could do that.
Cool.
Sorry, I was planning on, but I got sidetracked.
Yeah.
Working on other things. And then researching the things I was working on because I wasn't sure.
But you were doing it from your closet.
Yeah.
Right. So
Well, I had my rollover, and then the rollover made me...
I just want to explain. I want to set the scene, you know?
Okay.
So you took the kids to school.
I did.
You got home.
Mm-hmm.
I said, it's time to record the podcast.
Yeah.
You said, all right, I really want to get dressed first. And I said, cool, because you were still in your workout clothes from your workout this morning. I said, great. That was 10 a.m.
Sure.
So we were already running behind what I thought.
Yeah.
And then at 10:35, I walked into your closet and I said, well, in the bathroom.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't walk all the way into the closet.
Oh, no, that's not what I was...
And I said, hey, Matt. You're like, what? And I said, it's been 30 minutes. And you're like, yeah, I'll be there in a second. I've been, and I walked away because I didn't.
Fair.
I said, no, I need you to be dressed and out here. It's now a full hour after that.
Well, the recording rig, I feel like I tinker with for like 20 minutes every episode. I feel like it used to be a little bit tighter, but now I've had camera problems and I got to move stuff in and out of here now. We had a good little run where it got to live all in here, and then
you digress.
Fair enough. Yes, it's my fault. We're recording late. I'm a bad person and a bad teammate. So that's just, you know what? That's just where we're at. So what have you been up to?
Did you just, I guess I'm just a terrible mom, me?
Yeah. Mm-hmm. It's a classic in my bag.
I was just kind of being silly goofy.
Yeah.
I think I'll still have time to get other things done today.
I feel like I'm just silly goofy late all the time.
Time blindness, it's real.
Yeah. It's my cross to bear.
Is it?
Everybody's just attached to the cross that I'm
bearing.
Oh,
boy.
What a metaphor. Anyway, surely we have something else to talk about we've been doing this week.
Yeah, Panera breakfast sandwiches.
Oh, yeah. This is not an ad, but if Panera Breakfast Sandwiches wants to sponsor this podcast entirely.
Specifically?
Yeah, I don't want to vouch for...
Panera breakfast sandwich.
Yeah, I don't want to vouch for Panera across the board. I'm not a huge Panera fan of the rest. They're solid bakery.
Matt always says it's hospital food with a really good bakery.
Okay, well, you know, I wasn't going to denigrate them in case they did want to support the podcast. But it's fine. Yeah, expose me. It's great.
I love Panera. So
you have always loved Panera.
They can just love me.
And that's why I've been to Panera a lot, and I'm just like, the food, it's okay.
You lived in St. Louis, too.
Yeah, I lived where they still had them as St. Louis bread companies, and the food was just, Good bakery. I like the bagels. That's all fine and good. But their breakfast sandwiches, A+ breakfast sandwich.
They got rid of the chicken sandwich or the turkey sandwich.
They've slowly over time just chipped away the things. Got rid of
every menu item that I adore.
You had go-tos and they just
what was my sandwich? Turkey. It's totally escaping me, but it was on that Asiago.
You got it with arugula
bread. It didn't have arugula on it.
Is that your current one that has? I don't know.
No, I don't have anything from Panera that has arugula on it. It's like an Asiago. Oh, it just flashed in my brain for a second and then went away again. Shoot. It was really sad, though. They made it for me for a while when it was off menu for like a year.
Yeah.
And then eventually they stopped having that bread.
As a preferred customer of Panera, they were like, yeah, we know you. We can make that sandwich for you.
Sierra turkey.
Oh, that's
Sierra turkey.
The Sierra turkey sandwich.
Oh.
Yep. And they would make it for you for a while.
Yeah, I want one so bad right now.
Oh, okay. Well, that's going to be tough.
It has onions and a really good mayo. I get it without the field greens. I miss it.
Well,
R.I.P. the Sierra turkey.
But their breakfast sandwich is electric and huge. Huge breakfast sandwich.
And are they new? I don't know if they're
new.
I
think so.
Matt and I just discovered them, though.
Yeah. It's because we went out on Sunday to get brunch but we were at 10:30, which is just peak brunch time. We weren't going to get in anywhere without waiting an hour plus. And we rolled the dice, tried them out. Huge win.
Phenomenal.
We've been spreading the gospel of Panera breakfast sandwiches.
I don't think anybody's been. No
Probably
one
not.
trusts us.
It's also a breakfast sandwich, so you either need to be a person that regularly gets breakfast out, or you know, there's only been one weekend since we've gotten it.
It
We'll
was
see.
so good.
We're gonna just start taking people.
Probably. No, but I will be looking for it when we road trip.
Yeah, that's a good point.
I'm gonna plan my breakfast stops around
That's a really
where
good point.
Panera is.
Yeah, that's genius. That's so much better than McDonald's,
Right?
which is our other main. But we had some traumatic McDonald's experiences on our last road trip.
We really did.
And it's just really not that I was a huge fan of McDonald's to begin with. You know, it's always there, but it really sour taste in my mouth.
I'm really sad that I'm going to pivot really quick that my creation for you has completely fallen apart into just ruin behind you.
Other hand. But I don't want to bonk my mic.
It's so bad. It only has, well, I mean, the last two are your two favorites. So
I actually like everything that was on there.
Sour apples on the ground.
Yeah.
So.
The art piece has slowly been hot gluing itself.
I probably should have used something other than hot glue. I didn't think about it being hot in here.
Well, it was a proof of concept.
It was.
We could use some epoxy. We could nail them in there.
Maybe next time.
This is the beta. What's funny is I've just been leaving the dead cans right on the floor.
I see them. That's how I know which
they
were.
fall to the ground. And
you got rid of the Dr. Pepper one.
Did I?
Yeah, it's not back there.
Yeah, it's just behind the chair.
Oh, okay.
It's back here. I was gonna say I haven't.
That's
touched
where all
anything.
the spiders are living.
We let sleeping dogs lie. They just hit the ground and that's where they live. I've sprayed for spiders in the studio since.
Okay.
So spider watch should be limited.
Okay.
So,
disappointing.
Good news for you.
I mean, I was having fun.
Really?
Yeah.
You hate spiders though.
I do, but when they're not on me, it's fine.
Got it. Because you have a traumatic past with spiders.
I do have a traumatic spider past.
Only person I know who's been bitten by a brown recluse and a black widow.
Yeah, I'm pretty cool.
So if we travel to Australia, you'll probably get bit by something insane.
It sounds like I'm really out there doing the most.
Yeah.
You'd think that I was out in nature more.
You just get bit by like wild stuff.
Black widow was first, and then the following summer was the brown recluse. And then a year ago, 2 years ago, I got by a praying mantis.
Oh, that's right. Which I had to look up if they even stung people.
Yeah,
but they do.
It didn't sting me. It whatever that is me.
Pincered you?
I don't know.
Slicing hands you?
I was bleeding.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even know they were that.
I didn't either.
So.
And I know they're not a spider, but it does feel like an honorable mention regardless.
It was also brown.
Yeah.
It looked like a stick bug, and then you got attacked by it.
Well, we didn't see it before it attacked me.
But then when it fell to the ground, I was like, what was that? And why
when
was
it
brown?
initially bit me, I thought that it was going to be a big spider or a wasp, maybe. It didn't necessarily feel like a sting, but...
You and nature, man. Complicated. Most of the time goes great. Again, you don't get bit by mosquitoes or most other stuff. You've been stung by wasps more than most people, I feel like. Or do I just... You got stung in the finger? Toe?
I was stung in the toe by a wasp at our mailbox.
Yeah.
It also stung me on the leg, like it got me twice. I've been stung in the finger by a hornet.
Okay.
And I got stung by a bee in my forehead when I was a kid. I was about G's age, I think.
Yeah. I've been stung by stuff, but none of it's that memorable. You've been stung in just truly spectacular ways. Like weird appendages / insane
The only reason
creatures.
I remember the forehead, I don't even really remember it. I've just been told that story a lot because it was the first time my mom had ever left me with a babysitter. And we were swinging in the backyard and it stung me dead center of the forehead.
That's hysterical.
While I was swinging.
Wow.
And so I don't remember that actually happening. I've just been told that story again and again.
Got it.
And then I remember the other ones, but they didn't feel... The reason I remember the wasp getting my leg and toe so well is that's the hornet.
Oh, the hornet, yeah.
The wasp, when it got my leg and my toe, I was holding... one of our children. I think we only had 2 kids at the time. And I was holding R when he was a baby. and I had G with me down there, and I ran away. I like left them by the wasp nest and ran away.
We probably did a bad dad and mean mom about this years
then
ago.
I had to shuffle around and get them away from it. And when I circled back for my kids, that's when I got stung.
Oh, yeah. That's right. You came back for him at least.
I did.
Yeah.
And they didn't get stung, but
huge.
I think I got stung 2 or 3 times. And then the hornet was so bad because it stung me right below my nail bed on my index finger.
Mm-hmm.
And it was my right hand, which is my trigger hand for my camera.
Your camera hand.
And it's when I was photographing constantly. It happened on like a Thursday, and I had double, triple wedding weekend. And my finger looked like it was going to explode.
Yeah.
It was like that where it's really hot and tight, and it was not good.
I'm sure you weren't supposed to just use your index finger as much as humanly possible, if you were going to ask a doctor about it. But
okay, now you've heard all my stories. That's all I've got.
Yeah, maybe you should have filed like workman's comp for your finger.
Yeah. What are you drinking today?
I had a Bloom, but I drank it all. And then I thought there was water in my water bottle, but there's not. So.
Okay. Matt's not drinking anything.
Yeah, it's just a dry podcast for me.
I'm drinking a crisp apple Bloom sparkling energy.
Oh,
okay. That was
pretty good.
Crispy.
Pretty good.
I only like the apple flavor of the box that you got.
Really? You don't like the raspberry lemonade?
No.
Interesting.
It's
But you
okay.
like the summer splash.
I do.
Is it the strawberry lemonade?
Mm-hmm. I like that one. I like apple better.
I'm surprised you like apple better. Okay. Well, I actually had these on a fairly good discount, so I can go back to that well.
I'm a fan of the apple.
I like the strawberry watermelon. I liked more than I thought I would.
Sounds nasty.
It's more strawberry than watermelon.
I think
It's
that
not for- you wouldn't
watermelon
like
to
it.
me is cream cheese for you.
Yeah, I know. I know you're out on it. I'm not saying you should try it. You won't like it.
I'll try anything.
You don't need to try it though. I don't think you're gonna like it.
Yeah,
You
but
can try some of mine when I have one.
yeah, I'm definitely not going to open one for myself.
Yeah. I wouldn't do that. But man, we've had just stuff happening. We had a water feature in our garage. We didn't cover that on the last podcast, did we? Or did we?
I think we did.
Well, it continued. I thought I'd fixed it. I fixed it now.
What else?
The chair broke.
The chair broke.
Yeah,
Father's Day happened.
Father's Day happened. Yeah.
You're a father.
I am a father of 3.
Maybe my worst Father's Day showing ever.
It was fine. The kids got me Legos, and that was awesome.
Well, I prepared, like I did things leading up, and I had a plan, and I have just felt bad. I did the kids' cards. I wrote their messages. I made sure I got all that. I wrapped the presents. I did everything. And then my card never got put out.
G and I were laughing about hers said turtley awesome. It had a turtle on it. And we were laughing about turtley.
It's pretty good.
Yeah, it was good. Still
Kind of like
funny.
Totally, if you think about it.
Well, you're getting it. Good job. That was the pun?
I meant like the socks that I had and all the themed things that I had that were toad-ally.
Oh.
You know this about me.
Yeah, I guess I did. I thought you were just saying totally like the
I
accurate
know you
word.
were.
And I was like,
that's why when you responded. Yeah. So when I was a kid, I thought that we all needed to have, I don't know, mascots. And I picked a toad for some reason because I thought that the graphic was cute. Everything said totally cool.
Yeah.
And I had that graphic on everything. I had socks. I had a little backpack.
You've always been so cool. Oh.
I just really wanted to commit to a,
Yeah, no, I love that you branded yourself early and with a toad.
I was I was hoping it would come more full circle.
Sure.
It turns out I didn't have that great a taste. So it was hard for it to stick, but I really stuck with it longer than I should have.
That's okay. You're committed.
Yeah.
You have that toad in you.
I got that toad in me.
Yeah.
So you get it.
That's great.
That's why it was funny to me when we picked out the turtley.
Well, that would be doubly funny for you.
Totally's funnier.
It's closer to the real word.
That's why it's funny.
But it also confused me. You have to kind of see it. It's almost visual over turtley people get, you know?
Yeah, but you would never say turtley.
You say that like I wouldn't totally say turtley, just as a bit.
Okay.
That's turtley awesome. I'm going to start doing it. Just
I know you are, just because I've said this. I know how you work.
Your face is like,
I know exactly
damn it, you're going to start saying turtley in public.
That's fine. That does not bother me. Who's the one that gets embarrassed? I guess neither of us really, huh?
It depends. We get embarrassed about very different things.
Yeah. What do I get embarrassed about?
Me not acting like we're public figures in public. Like me not being aware of like my behavior.
I feel that way privately and publicly though.
That's
not
true.
That has nothing to do with I get embarrassed when you act like a jackass, okay? Like it doesn't matter where we are. I feel that way.
Yeah. You get embarrassed when I act like a jackass. That's a good way of putting it.
Why aren't you embarrassed when like that's my question. I don't understand that.
Oh, I don't know. That's probably fair.
Like I don't think that's a reach.
Fair enough. So you just get embarrassed when I do something embarrassing.
Yeah, I don't think that I qualify very many things as embarrassing.
Sure.
Though.
I'm trying to think of a good example. I feel like you get embarrassed handling anything to do with a post office or shipping.
I'm avoidant.
You're avoidant.
I don't feel embarrassed going to do it.
Okay. I don't totally know what you're...
If we're talking about avoidant tasks, like I avoid calling to order food. I'd rather do it online. I will do it, but I'm avoidant
I feel like
of it.
Almost generational.
And I don't think of that as embarrassment. Like I'm not embarrassed to call. I'm not embarrassed to send my food back if something's wrong.
Oh,
or bad.
I never do that.
Not like if I didn't like it.
Sure.
That's on me. If I don't like my food, that's a me problem.
Yeah.
But I'm saying if it comes and it has a hair in it, or if it comes and it's completely different than what I ordered, or...
If mine's totally different, I might, and what I get, I am really out on, I might send it back.
Might?
Probably would send it back. I'm not 100% though.
I always will. Like,
hair doesn't bother me that much. That might be disgusting, but if we're just being totally transparent, I'm like, hairs get everywhere, man. I kind of get it. Like sometimes my hair ends up in food and I don't want to serve that to other people because I feel like they would, if I find my own hair in my food, I'm like, okay, I just take it out. I don't eat it on purpose, but it doesn't bother me that much.
I feel like we've moved past embarrassment entirely.
Yeah, the embarrassment was boring, but I did have the thought that I don't actually care if like hair's in my food. Well, shit happens.
I'm trying to think of something you're embarrassed by.
I try, even if I'm embarrassed, I try not to act embarrassed. I try to power through it, especially if I know it's irrational.
I would agree with that.
I think there's lots of like social situations that I get embarrassed or self-conscious during.
Really?
That I just power through.
Okay. That surprises me.
Really?
Yeah.
Why is that?
I don't know. I feel like you're generally pretty good at projecting confidence.
That's the goal. I'm projecting it. It's not coming from a pure place of confidence.
I feel like I'm kind of the opposite.
That you're purely confident and you project.
I feel like I'm generally
trepidation?
pretty secure. And then there are moments, I don't know, I guess that's just insecurity.
You get some social anxiety.
I get some social anxiety.
Yeah.
I really do.
Whereas I have worked through a lot of social anxiety by just basically telling myself that everyone has social anxiety. Not really, but that everyone is just kind of on the same playing field and most people are making it up. That was one of my biggest learnings from my first big kid job because I went into consulting at 22 years old, which is a weird place to be because you don't actually have any real world experience and you have to go into environments and propose solutions and people look at you like you're 22 years old. What the hell do you know about this? And so then you have to demonstrate that you actually know what you're talking about or that you work with people that know what you're talking about and that you do a good job relaying information to those people and working out solutions. But the number of times somebody would come to us with a problem, and your job is to solve problems as like an engineering consultant, but it's not like there were off the shelf solutions. And so I'd go ask somebody, how do we fix this? And they're like, we've never done this, so we're going to figure it out. We'll find somebody that knows more about specific parts of it, and we'll put those parts together. And if it works, great. If it doesn't, we'll troubleshoot it and figure it out. That's when I first learned that nobody actually knows what's going on. And even these guys that were 60 years old in my engineering office were like, we're all people, man. We just doing our best. And if the solution hasn't been done before, we just try.
I think that is uniquely reassuring to you, though, because you don't comprehend how smart you are and how grounded you are in terms of understanding how things work and why they work that way.
I thought it was just because I was scared of failure and embarrassing myself.
No, I think something that I've really noticed that's different between you and me is I understand how things work. You understand how things work.
Uh-huh.
Huge difference. You understand why they work that way.
Oh, just like a step past it.
Yeah. And I think there are a lot of people who are on my level who, I know how things work, but you don't know why that's how it is.
Got it.
And that's where you come in.
With a little bit of science to back up the function.
Science and generally just information.
Huh.
It happened this week. We were drawing tarot cards with friends over the weekend, and I drew what?
Mycelium.
Mycelium. And I didn't know what that was. And Matt then went on a tear explaining
it's
what it was.
Like mushrooms.
But you went deeper than that.
Yeah, I think it's a part of the mushroom. I think it's is it like the finned part? I don't remember. It was closer to top of mind at the time, but maybe it's what you grow them in from. Might be baby mushroom. Anyway.
You compared them to aspens.
Oh, well, I was just saying aspens are like they're not individual trees. They're a whole organism, which is crazy. Fun fact.
Anyway, I'm breezing past all of this because I feel like we're just not all here today. Chronically Online this week is not really chronically online whatsoever, but I really want to talk about it. Chronically Online is just becoming a segment where I get to bring up whatever I want to talk about that day. Joe's thoughts. I give it 10 Joes. Nobody knows that. And so that's just joke for me and you. World Cup.
Okay.
And a really funny bit that people are doing online right now with the World Cup is talking to men who follow football internationally in general and going, I think it's really cool that America is making the World Cup such a big deal now that it's in the United States. People really care about it now.
A sport that 3.5 billion people care about.
Yeah. And everywhere else it's way more popular. I saw a girl rage baiting her husband. She's like, I mean, it's never been as big as the NFL, and look at it now. It's this whole, and it's so funny. People are getting so mad. Yeah. But I want to talk about how cool it has been to see all of these teams hosted in various parts of the United States and the content that's coming out of it.
I haven't consumed as much World Cup actual games as I would have liked, which is funny because we have a baby, and something about major soccer, football events, I feel really captivates babies. I remember having the Euros on when G was a baby, and we just stayed locked in. It was just hours of couch time, but she would watch the games with me. It was really fun. And I think there was a tournament when R was born too. It's some kind of weird tradition. He's a little bit older, but when I had a game on, he was like, what is this? Something about the green and the movement of it. They're into it.
Yeah, and you've always been a big soccer.
Yeah,
I played soccer.
I played.
And you like to watch soccer and you keep up. You're a fan.
I like the game. I don't have a team that I follow really closely. A lot of times people are like, oh, well, who's your team, in Premier League or international? I like following the U.S. team. That's a up and down journey. It's kind of like being a Razorback fan. It's more heartbreak than triumph.
They've been playing really well in the World Cup.
They've been doing really good. Don't want to jinx it. They've been fun to watch. But I don't have a single team that I follow. I tend to just...
Do you have a favorite? Not that you follow, but you're going to cheer for them if?
Not really. I struggle with that because they're so storied that I feel like you have to learn a lot about them to really kind of consider yourself a real fan. You probably don't, but that's how I feel about it. I want to beat like an expert.
If you're going to do it, you're going to do it.
I don't want somebody to call me out on it and then feel embarrassed because I don't know stuff about them. That's the kind of thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that's why you're not going to be caught wearing like a Led Zeppelin t-shirt, because
if I don't have like a knowledge.
If you don't have a deep base of songs,
Yeah.
like somebody's going to walk up to you and say top 10 and you want to be able to name 10 songs you like by the band.
Ideally, yeah.
Yeah.
Or I will just truly go, I liked the t-shirt and you can judge me for that.
That's so interesting, because that is not how you are as a human being whatsoever.
Yeah.
Or are you?
Kinda.
Okay, so
That's part of the projected confidence, though.
No,
I don't judge. You're saying, do I judge other people? That's
what I mean.
Oh, not at
that's
all.
what
No.
I mean by you're not like that at all. It's really interesting to me to hear that you need that for yourself. But if you see me wearing a Nirvana shirt, I can't name a single.
Yeah.
And I know Nirvana
You do,
songs because
sure.
they were a massive popular band, so I've heard them. I couldn't name a single Nirvana song.
Yeah.
I'm dressing my kid in Nirvana tees every day. I have no idea.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
Rolling
fine.
Stones, couldn't tell you.
It doesn't bother me for other people to do it because I don't have an interest in calling people on their knowledge.
I don't, even some of my top artists in the entire world,
You don't know song names.
I feel like you could go name 3 songs and I would panic.
You know the lyrics to the songs
Yeah,
and you can't tell the
absolutely.
song titles.
No.
Yeah. No, I don't care if other people know stuff, but I'm terrified that someone would ask me and then I would look stupid. But this person sounds like they're kind of a dick, so I should probably let that go. But
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
I don't process it on that level.
You should.
Yeah, I should, but
Okay.
instead I'd rather just be an expert on everything.
Well, I didn't really want to talk on, it's
World
not that
Cup.
I didn't want to. My goal wasn't to really focus on the games and things, but
Sure.
instead to focus on the way that people internationally are making tons of content while they're here, experiencing the United States. And it is heartwarming as hell.
Really?
Yes. For example, Lawrence, Kansas is hosting Algeria.
Okay.
They've been doing all of their practicing at KU and they've gotten really into it. Lawrence has.
Okay.
Like Algeria showed up and the whole town is like cheering for Algeria because they're hosting them and have like put on these parades and these events and they're getting to know the players and they're
that's
like
cool.
They're traveling to see wherever Algeria is playing because
That's so funny.
they like Lawrence has been like, no, not Team U. We're Algeria.
This is little
Like, that's
Algeria.
it. Yeah, no,
Yeah.
exactly.
That's so funny.
And it has been so heartwarming because they were really excited that they picked such a small town to set up shop during the World Cup.
Yeah, because
And
they
so
need training facilities and stuff.
I guess these teams have set up shop at places all over the country. And anyway, then the other thing is we have all these people traveling in to see the World Cup, and people are experiencing all these different United States cultural things like fast food. I
Yeah.
watched people tagged me in a guy from, I believe, Japan trying Sonic for the first time yesterday, and he'd gotten a double smash burger from
Yeah.
Sonic. And it's him in real time taking a bite. He's like, oh, the pickles are so fresh. This is delicious. And everybody's like, I've never heard Sonic Drive-In be referred to as fresh in my life.
I have seen stuff where it's like people are gaining weight.
Oh, yeah,
Yeah.
I've seen that too. Like, but people are just delighted and everybody's trying to walk everywhere.
Oh,
Did
yeah,
you
that's
see all
crazy
that where they
work.
tried to cross or people
yeah,
did
like in New
cross
York.
like I-92 or something?
Yeah, there's people in New York who are like, can we walk to New Jersey?
Yeah.
And it's like, kinda.
People
It's
are doing
hours
it.
and hours over like major. Well, part of it is stuff is super expensive to travel around, but it's wild how many people are traveling far distances across within the United States because they're playing in different areas or plan to go to the next. Yeah, it's wild.
It's really opened people's eyes, I think, to how big the United States is.
Yeah.
Because that's something that when talking to foreign people, especially Europeans, I feel like is the one that
Yeah.
anytime I'm talking to somebody from Europe, I'm like, I don't understand why this is so hard to grasp.
Yeah, because most of those countries are smaller than our states.
Right. The thing I think that's hard for me is I have so little education geographically. However, I do understand the scale of other countries and the roadways of other countries. No, I don't have a really good grasp. Like you couldn't give me a blank map of Europe. I would not nail it. I would do okay.
Yeah, I was going to say.
But
I feel like you could get the anchors.
Yes.
You could hit France, Italy, Spain,
But
Portugal.
my point is I wouldn't nail it. And I do think that is a huge shortcoming on my part in terms of my geographic knowledge.
Yeah.
However, the idea that you think you're going to be traveling to see Disney when you are traveling to Chicago for a World Cup game.
Yeah.
And you can just spend the day.
Pop over.
Yeah.
That's tough.
It's like a fundamental misunderstanding of how the scale of everything is.
Are there people like, what about the train? You're
Yes, 100%.
Sorry.
That I don't think, oh, why would you think that?
No.
That, I'm like, that's really nice that you think that we would possibly have,
invest in infrastructure like that.
That's really,
Sorry,
that's
player.
sweet. But
Yeah.
actually, no. And don't get hurt while you're here either.
Yeah, we did the Transcontinental Railroad and we're like, all right, good enough.
Nothing makes me angrier.
The lack of rail.
Mm-hmm. There are all kinds of things that frustrate me with the United States, like the lack of parental leave and the lack of any kind of public resources, etc. However, all of that, nothing else gets me as riled up as talking about the fact we have not put passenger train in. It doesn't make sense. We have the perfect country for it. We have so much rural area that you could run tracks. I understand it would be expensive now. I understand starting from scratch now. But we've put highways in.
Mm-hmm.
You're telling me that didn't take?
Oh no, it cost a lot of money.
Right. And to maintain and to whatever. What would have made more sense? What would have had less of an environmental impact? What would have moved people at a faster rate?
Yeah.
Tell me the benefit of a asphalt or whatever road and highway versus rail. What's the benefit?
Your individual options.
Yeah, you sell more cars.
Sure. But people need cars because we built our cities to need cars anyway. So you need to have ways to get your cars places. I understand.
Which is where my anger sits.
Yeah, but what are we going to do now?
I hear you.
Yeah.
I hear you. That's why it makes me angry, though.
We spend all our money on wars now, okay? So we don't have money to put into infrastructure and or changing urban planning.
Yeah.
That's just how we roll.
Yeah.
We don't need to turn this into capitalism corner again. Okay.
Bad dad, mean mom.
Bad dad, mean mom. Surely. I feel like there was definitely some examples from this week.
Okay. I have one this week.
Okay.
And that is, I made the mistake again of telling my kids that somebody was coming to visit them.
Oops.
I have got to stop telling them our plans unless it's 10 minutes before our plans. I hate it.
Yeah.
Their grandparents were supposed to come for a day trip on Saturday, and they called us morning of and canceled. And I had hyped these kids up. They had been asking when their grandparents were coming next, when they were going to see them.
Yeah.
And so I was like, I'm going to make their day. The day before, I was like, all right, this is what we're doing. We're going to your favorite spot for lunch. You're going to get this cookie that you like.
I think even in the morning I told them.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
They were jazzercised. Okay.
Yeah.
Ready to go. And then I had to come out and go, oh, actually.
Somebody's not feeling good. So.
Yeah, we're bailing on all of that.
Womp womp.
And they were so
Yeah. It was tough.
And they don't understand, Yeah.
And
it makes me feel like a terrible person.
You're not a terrible person.
I took them swimming and they still were like, I would have rather hung out with grandma and papa.
Yeah. That's just because they get tired of us. They love a change up. Something about those grandparents, just, they love them. We have a 2 variable lifestyle to get them to invest it ahead of time. It's got to be like a vague idea, a strict timeline.
Yeah. I just hate breaking hearts,
Yeah. Breaking hearts. That's how we roll, I guess.
Definitely this weekend.
Yeah. You want a word of the week?
Yeah.
You want options?
Sure.
Okay. This one you might already know.
Okay.
You want defenestration?
Okay. And what's my other option?
Ultra-crepidarian.
Those are the same.
They're not the same.
Say it again.
Defenestration.
Okay.
Or ultra-crepidarian.
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 ULTRACREPTARIAN. Okay.
No, I think you got lost there. Ultra, Crepidarian, crepidarian.
Crepidarian.
Yeah, you went with a T. You
I
started.
don't know.
I don't know if you
forgot.
started to spell crypt, something.
I don't know.
Someone who expresses opinions on matters outside the scope of their knowledge or expertise.
Oh my God, me.
Basically, a keyboard warrior, a professional armchair expert.
Me.
So, kind of what we do here.
Ultra crepidarian.
Ultra crepidarian.
That would be a good podcast name.
Yeah. Would it? It's kind of a mouthful, but might catch the eye. Hard to say.
Hard to say.
I think
Ultra
Armchair
crepidarian.
Expert probably has done it better, a
Yeah,
little more
well,
approachable.
Yeah, okay.
It's a mildly popular podcast.
Well, I want to seem like I really think I know what I'm talking about, though.
Yeah.
And Armchair Expert seems like I don't, but Ultra Crepidarian
It's two of the people.
makes it seem like I actually think I'm cool.
Got it. People love a self-confident armchair expert. That's
Correct.
Yeah. Love that. That's good.
What do we have in terms of voicemails, emails, text messages?
Emails. Yeah, let's hear from some other people. Okay, total transparency. If you're watching the video, our outfits have changed. We're clearly not in the same setup. Our mics went out during the voicemail portion, so we've had to re-record this. So bear with us, but
I don't think there's anything to bear with. I think we just
yeah, we
to
could
redo
pretend.
voicemails.
Yeah, we could pretend that it was
No,
seamless,
I don't
but-
think we could.
Really?
Yeah, we're not those people.
Well, no, just video-wise, people would have a very clear.
Do you think people watch that video?
Some people do.
I think about that a lot.
Why?
I listened to a podcast today
Okay.
and I didn't watch the video.
Mm.
I just listened.
Well, I mean, video's how you cut clips too. We haven't been
Totally.
on top of the
I
clip
understand.
game.
Yeah. No, we're terrible at the clip game, actually.
It's fine. It's not fine. That's how you promote a podcast these days. But promotion's never been in our
It's not in our wheelhouse.
forte.
Yeah.
Yeah. But enough of that. Let's get to voicemails, emails.
Whoop whoop.
We'll kick it off with a voicemail.
Hey, Joe and Matt. After listening to the last episode about the rules of the road, I was wondering if you guys have taken an Enneagram test. I'm an Enneagram 1, and 1s are described as follow the rules when the rules make sense to you. So I'd be curious if Matt was a number 1. Have a good day.
You're not a 1.
No, I'm not a 1.
We're very familiar with Enneagram.
Yes.
We try not to leverage really any personality tests or things like that too much, but I do find them deeply interesting, and I do think it's kind of a fun way to get to know people.
Yeah, it's a great tool. What I get annoyed with is when people try to take their Enneagram type and then limit themselves as a person based on their Enneagram. They're like, well, I'm a 5, so this is what I do, and I don't do anything else. And it's like, no, you have the ability to expand. The Enneagram's really good, I find, learning people's core motivation. Like, I'm an Enneagram 9, just to be clear. And I have a very well-developed one wing, I would say.
Very.
So there is definitely, and I'm sure my neurodiversity plays into that a great deal, but a 9's core motivation is peace and just not making waves. And that truly is what drives me. Now, I do love a good set of rules. I love rules that I agree with or that I feel are just. And that is where that one wing comes into play. But
and 8.
And 8. I don't know 8s well.
The
which
8's
is
the
funny.
challenger.
The challenger. Ooh.
And I love an 8. I have
Okay.
a lot of friends that are 8. I went to dinner with friends last night, and it was a table of 8 of us.
Okay.
And there were 1, 2, 3, 5 8s at a table of
5
8 people.
eights,
4 or
wow.
5. Yeah.
It's a just crew.
Isn't that crazy?
That's wild.
Yeah. I love an 8. They really are exceptional.
Mm-hmm.
Very direct if they're healthy.
Yeah.
They very much advocate for people. They're known for having a strong sense of justice. And yeah, I'm obsessed. I keep company with a lot of 9s.
Okay. Yeah. I feel like it's not the most common. It's the peacekeeper is what I think that one's called.
Mm-hmm.
Pretty sure. But yeah, we're out there just trying to keep everyone.
I'm an Enneagram 3,
Yes.
which is the achiever, which I don't know if everybody feels like theirs is the worst one, but I feel like mine's the worst one.
Yours yours has its own unique twists, flair, for sure. They get a lot done. I think 3s kind of make the world go round. Just
I feel like 8s and 7s make the world go round.
I think
And 1s. I think 1s make the world go round.
Okay. 1s make sure the world keeps going around.
And 2, honestly, we need all of them.
That's true. I mean, it's a whole group of people. It encompasses ideally the whole.
Everybody has their part to play.
Yeah, that's true. It's true. Makes sense. 7s and 8s, I feel, are more social. Mm-hmm. When I say 3s make the world go round, they make the Western.
Then there's the really
world.
interesting. You can really dive into it, but I always found it really interesting because they called 2, 3s, and 4s the heart. 5, 6, and 7s. No, I have something wrong.
What is it? Emotional.
I know 8, 9s, and 1s are the anger.
Yeah, we're in anger. Like the drive or the primary emotion is anger. 2, 3, 4 is emotion, and 5, 6 is 7 analytical.
I think so.
Okay.
Which doesn't feel right. I know. I don't remember. Don't trust me on anything. You can research this.
Definitely 8, 9, 1 is anger. I can vouch for that.
I remember that. I don't remember.
2s, 3s, and 4s being emotional makes sense as well. Because 4's the artist, 2's the helper. I have a lot of 5s in my life.
And 5 and 6 being the mind makes sense. 7's the one that I'm not remembering as well. Anyway.
7's not driven by anger, I don't think. So.
No, they're not.
Anywho.
It's fun.
Yes, we know a little bit about the Enneagram. We're actually in the same triad.
Yeah.
Which means when we work together, it's great.
Well, and it's the only triad that's like that.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, because a lot of the triads aren't, because the triad is 3, 6, 9.
Uh-huh. And the other ones aren't like that. Like everybody else is. They go to different.
2 over and
like 4, a 6 goes to a 2 and then a 5, whatever. I don't. That's not right. But
no, we rotate to each other, which means when it works, it works. When it doesn't, we can struggle. The other thing I would say, if you're interested in the Enneagram, also take the test and look at what they are like in different ranges. If you get a number and it doesn't feel accurate, double check what they are like in different levels of health. Plenty of people will take a test and like, that doesn't sound accurate. And then you look at the unhealthy traits of whatever that number is, and they're like, uh-oh, I might not be doing so good.
Yeah.
So I've found myself in that category before. Love the Enneagram, but I'm not a 1. And you're not a 1.
Definitely not.
So
could not be less 1.
No.
My dad's a 1.
He is a 1.
I was raised by a 1.
That's true.
And you have a lot of dear friends that are 1s.
Yeah, you kind of tend to know where you stand with a 1. They're very.
I don't have a ton of 1s in my life. A few, not none, but
they have a system, and you know how to fit into that system or not. And so they're logical. Plus, they share my
I would
anger.
be really curious to know what friendships people like, what we see the most.
Anytime we take compatibility things, it's like
Matt and I are not compatible.
Yeah, horoscope.
Our horoscope, it's so bad.
They're like, I wouldn't.
It's so
suggest
bad.
This.
Like, we don't have a single positive overlap, which it's what makes me kind of not mess with that, because I feel pretty good about it.
Yeah, I think we're doing great. Just it definitely does not believe in us. It's like, maybe
okay,
look
I
anywhere
believe in
else.
us enough for.
Yeah, I struggle to believe
me.
that the stars really dictate the path of your life. You know.
I don't think they dictate the path of your life.
Mm-hmm.
I do think that there is way more to planets and the placements of things and the way that it impacts our bodies and in turn our emotional health, our hormonal health, all that stuff. I really do. I'm not trying to understand it,
yeah.
but I don't think it's probable that the moon moves the ocean.
Mm-hmm.
And we're not impacted by any of that. You know what I mean?
I do know what you mean. I don't know that I agree, but I definitely don't know that the planet's gravitational pull is affecting us.
I don't, babe, I can't get on board with that.
It's okay. They're, gajillions of miles away. But
I'm pretty woo-woo.
You're open to woo-woo, I would say.
Yeah.
You're woo-woo. You can be woo-wooed.
very much. I'm down for a woo-woo.
Yes. You don't have to fully subscribe, but you're down to learn about it.
Yeah, I'm
Get
like, tell me
involved.
all the woo-woo.
Our friends have a real tarot thing going on.
Yeah, we have friends that are really passionate tarot.
Tarot's been fun. I like
I've really loved it amongst our friend group because it starts such intentional conversations. And I feel like it's the first group of people I've been around who is really trying to dig in and understand what you're experiencing in your current stage of life.
Mhm.
And it really just facilitates a lot of conversations more than anything.
It's like a lot of things where I think the cards are pretty applicable to most things, but it is fun to like really make the connections and think about stuff.
Right.
So, or once in a while you get one and you're like, I don't know about that. I'm not seeing it.
They also carry conversation decks. A lot of our friends.
Mm-hmm.
And we'll do that on nights out too. And I think that's really fun.
Yeah.
What?
We got a lot of cards involved, but
yeah,
it's a
we
good
do.
time.
It is a good time.
But let's get to an email and then get out of here.
Hi, Joe and Matt. Love the pod and the banter y'all have. Thank you. Wanted your 2 cents on a family situation. My fiance and I are getting married in 2 weeks. We've been together for 4 years since college and have done a lot of growing up together and continue to do the work to grow and become our best selves. My fiance's grandmother gifts every child a couch and love seat for their wedding gift, which is a huge gift. We're currently renting a house and are saving to hopefully purchase our first home within the next year or 2. That being said, our living room is teeny tiny. We would love a sectional, but that just isn't a fit right now. When couch shopping, I asked his grandmother if we could wait to purchase until we've purchased a more permanent home so we can get what we love. She politely shot that idea down, saying she wants this to be for our wedding, and I said okay, and we kept shopping. There were really only 2 couches we liked, and I was going to honestly go for the cheaper of the 2. His grandmother insisted we get the more expensive, nicer couch. My fiance and I accepted this and said thank you and all of the things. However, when we went to check out, she said she was only paying $1,200, which leaves the bulk of the payment for us. My fiance literally just paid off our honeymoon the day prior, so I ended up paying the latter $1,400. I wasn't expecting to pay at all, much less this amount. His grandmother was kind of pushing us to buy it here and now, to be able to go back and do it differently. I wish I would have advocated more at the time, but it was very much a put on the spot type of situation. My fiance was so uncomfortable and kind of shut down, so it's our first difficult family thing as an almost married couple. The other grandchildren were gifted a couch and love seat and didn't have to pay a difference, but they were married 6 to 8 years before us, so prices are obviously not the same. His grandmother says she's keeping everything equal, but we ended up paying for the majority of the gift. His grandmother reached out after shopping and asked if we needed a bit more money since we paid so much. I was hesitant, but said we would appreciate that greatly as I'm a teacher and just finished grad school, and my fiance is prepping to go back to school here in the next few months. Next thing I hear, his grandmother is telling his whole family I wasn't appreciative or grateful for this gift that I honestly don't want anymore. I just feel weird. I feel much more comfortable telling my side of the family, hey, we can't afford this, or hey, this is too much for us right now. How do you navigate in-laws? I wish my fiance and I would have spoken up more, but I also want to give us the space and opportunity to learn from this situation. How do you learn to advocate for your family rather than prioritizing your relatives?
Yeah, that's not ideal. That is not ideal.
I have a situation like this.
Okay.
It's a little bit different because when this happened to me, it was my own family. However, I also didn't speak up. So my mom, 6 months before our wedding at Christmas time, gifted me the diamond from her original engagement ring. And it had started to fall apart. And instead of have a new ring made, she just purchased, my dad got her a new ring entirely.
Yeah.
And she deconstructed her ring and gave me the diamond at Christmas, Upon gifting it to me, she said that her intention was for me to turn it into a piece of jewelry for me to wear on my wedding day. She was thinking a necklace, and I was really excited. I just felt honored that she had done that, and I loved the idea of having a piece of jewelry that I wore forever that I feel is connected to her, and I wore on my wedding day, and I'm wearing it right now. I really rarely take it off.
Yeah.
And my mom and I went to the jeweler together to pick everything, and it is real gold. It was custom made, etc. And we got done with all of that. Come to find out I was paying. It was, I don't know, it was like $1,100 or $1,200.
Also paying for a wedding at that time.
Yeah, and we were paying for our wedding at the time. We were also, 25 and 26?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know. It rocked me. And I did not say anything, and I felt all this pressure to do it because my mom wanted me to wear it for my wedding. And I think that if I would have just talked with her and just said, I can't do this right now, it probably would have been fine. And her and I have talked about it since, years later. However, I didn't say anything. I spent the money. I think that I really set this precedent that I couldn't stand up for myself. Like, I was more worried about how I was going to be perceived and how I was going to be talked about than advocating for myself and what I thought was right. And not that I thought it was my mom's job to pay for it. I just don't think it's somebody else's job to gift you a cost.
Yeah. That needs to be agreed on ahead of time. Like, getting part of a gift, that's not the end of the world, but you should be disclosing, hey, I'll give you this piece of it, or I'm willing to pay this much. That's all fine and good.
Well, you just can't gift somebody an expense.
No.
I think that's crazy. I think that's a really good rule of thumb.
Yeah.
You can say, hey, the other kids got $1,200 and that covered their entire couch and love seat, which I understand is not the case now. But to keep it fair, I'm going to leave you guys with the same budget. So keep that in mind as we're shopping together.
Totally.
But that's here nor there. Send this podcast to your fiance's grandmother and have her listen. No, I think that obviously since the time's already passed, one thing, if you can return it or cancel the order, I would.
Yeah, if you can return it, that's, I think, your simplest path forward. And the tough part is also that a lot of this is kind of on your fiance, and I empathize with him because I don't like to make waves. Again, the peacekeeper. And so I've definitely had a habit of not necessarily speaking up in times where it's been tense and doing the whole shutting down thing. It sucks that also when you're like, hey, it would be helpful to have the expense, for it then to be just kind of, you get dragged for it. That's another issue that's probably more where the confrontation needs to happen and be like, this isn't acceptable. Even more so though, you're not in a home that you're going to stay in. And so the couch gift is a bummer. And so if there is a way to return it.
Well, it's a bummer all around.
Yeah.
It frustrates me because it feels to me like grandma's making it about her.
Totally.
And also like holding money over, like, I don't like the situation. I don't think there's a reason though to go around and talk about it. I think return the couch, or you can eat the cost and realize you need to stand up for yourself later. I also think that it's an opportunity to establish that your fiance handles communication with your fiance's family.
Yeah.
Because that's something that is really important to establish early on.
Yeah, we're not especially good at that. And the longer you put it off, and the longer...
I'm laughing at we.
Okay, I'm not especially good at that.
No, it's like, I understand it's our dynamic.
Totally.
It just, and I also, Matt's right in that I have accepted and then stood in for Matt instead of...
Yeah. I love that. Yeah. But it is just where we're at. And the issue is the longer you let it go on, the more it builds that as a normal scenario. It just sets a precedent that's not great. And the longer you let the precedent go on, the more people get set in their ways and the more they'll resent you when you eventually
and you resent
the
them.
conflict. Absolutely.
That's the thing, is it just builds.
You're not going to regret setting a better precedent.
No.
And it's a skill you're going to probably need to develop at some point. And so this is a good opportunity. If
Matt's working on it.
Yeah, totally.
You know who else is working on it? Me.
Yeah.
I'm also bad at it.
Yeah.
It's hard.
We have a tendency, we love to give people an opportunity, and it's worked out really well for us. When it's not worked out, it's really worked against us. So
yeah.
We tend to win big, lose big.
Yeah.
When we get got, we get really got. And when it works out, things work out great.
And I do think there is a way to take the chances without the risk.
especially since you paid more of the couch
Yeah, that's
than what
crazy.
got paid for.
That's crazy.
Even returning it, you're definitely money ahead in the situation.
Yeah.
Even if you don't get the couch later, you saved $1,400.
Yeah,
And in
exactly.
this time, that might be more valuable to you.
Yep, totally.
The $1,200 may be there when you actually want to buy furniture. Not to mention you have no idea what furniture you want at that time.
Totally.
Get that sectional.
Well, that's the sad part is you got it as a gift for your wedding. In 2 years, you're going to sell it or donate it or get rid of it because it doesn't fit into the house that you buy or whatever. Like that stings.
Yep.
Anyway, well, this has been lovely.
Yeah, good luck to you. Learn from our mistakes.
Follow the pod.
Yeah.
Subscribe. Rate and review.
Learn from our mistakes. Being the theme of the pod.
And just like that.
All right. We actually got this recorded, so
Bye.
bye.